he was supposed to be playing a.
Keep going.
We're live now.
So yeah, keep going. I want to hear the end of the story.
Well, are we recording now? Are we starting the show? You want to hear the end of the story?
We can cut it in post, brother.
Look at this guy.
Well,
look at Hollywood over here. He's
That's why I
because I'd really like to walk into the podcast.
Yes. I didn't want to walk in so you could see my body. No, he was supposed to be playing a drunk, right? He was supposed to be playing a drunk. That's a lot different than being drunk. And it was extremely frustrating. It's the last scene of the fucking day. It's the last, it may have been the last day we had at that location. So it's like, you don't have time to fuck around. But eventually it worked. It was just fucking painful because he's fucking drunk.
What?
So somebody handed.
My question is this, right? Why did you hire Ski Mask as an actor? Did you see
that would be funny? I don't know much about ski masks, so that joke didn't really land with me. I'm familiar. I'm aware of him.
He gets drunk. He gets like dark drunk.
Yeah, he gets self-pity drunk, whining. It's messy.
Well, this guy was a raging queen. So he was like he looked like the 55-year-old Marlboro man, gay Marlboro man. I mean, his face was just leather. His face was leather. And he was just a character. That's why I cast him. I'm like, that's my guy, that fucking guy. But he wasn't really an actor. But I worked with him because he was so, I thought, perfect for that part. And
you wanted a gay man.
It was a gay man. The part was absolutely a very, very gay man.
That sounds like a terrible movie.
Hey, I wonder how he really got the part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Casting couch.
Yeah.
Right, let's start this shit show. Shut up, Baron. Fuck you. Okay, welcome back to the Brown Snake interview series. Today we have the fashion icon Max G. Hello, Max.
Hello. Thanks for yelling at Baron right off the rip there.
Yeah, well, fuck him. He's got to know his place. And Baron von Gimp. Welcome back to the show, Baron.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, I've called this emergency broadcast. We've had some disturbing developments in our world.
What, you got a cat?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having a cat, mate.
Did the kids want the cat? Who wanted the cat?
There's nothing right about having a cat either.
My 5-year-old daughter wanted the cat.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Did you push for a dog? Did you push for a dog?
No. I just said okay.
Well, the cat's delayed this whole broadcast, so yeah, sure, it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys don't own cats?
No, never have.
But you've got young children.
Yeah, we have a dog, so.
Yeah, we had a dog, but he died. So we're going for a cat as a change of life, change of pace, less needy, less maintenance. Like you don't.
How is it going so far?
You don't have to.
So what's the point? What's the point though?
It makes my daughter happy. She carries it around like a rag doll. Abuses the cat.
I guess
carries around in a little pram. That's the cat's problem.
If you were an adult male and you had a cat, that would be different.
Yeah, I don't know. I think cats get a bad rap. I think what's gay is fucking men up the ass, not so much the cat.
It could be argued.
What if you have a cat lick your balls while the guy's fucking you in the ass?
I don't think it's gay at all.
It's kind of hot.
This interview has just gotten off the rails.
All right, now we got to focus here, boys. There's been some shocking revelations. Is it true, Baron, that you now have a girlfriend?
Yes, it's true.
Woo!
The rumors are true.
The guy who said that he'll never settle down again, he's over women, he's just going to fuck them here and there. The same guy.
Well, so settling down and having a girlfriend, two different things. We're not. You're jumping to marriage already.
Is it?
But the way you're tweeting is like you're kind of whipped already.
Because I watched Yellowstone.
Yeah,
There's that. There's a few
Because
things.
I watched Yellowstone.
How many seasons?
Oh, I didn't even finish the one show. I can't stand. I don't care. I want all the characters to die. Like they're all stupid. I don't care about them. It's a horribly written show. Everybody fucking goes off and talks about how great it is. It's awful. It's soap opera, bad. The characters are awful. The good guy in that Yellowstone show, the little hunky whatever fucking guy, he's supposed to be the good guy. He killed 5 people the first week of that show. I'm like, 5 fucking people, and this is the good guy.
Well, that's his good part. But what I don't like about him, he's too broody. He's too mopey.
His wife's even worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's hot.
For 3.
She's super hot.
For 3.
Yeah, but she's never happy.
She's miserable
she's so
every time.
Skinny.
She's
That's
miserable, and they have the same conversation every scene. It's always the same conversation.
Yeah, I don't like people that don't know what they want to do in their life. Do we live on my daddy's farm? Do we live on the Indian reservation? How about you fucking know what you want in your life already? Just be a man.
Also, all the adult characters on that show have either mommy or daddy issues. They're 40 years old and they still have unresolved fucking mommy and daddy issues, which it's ridiculous.
Like the drunk.
Because that's kind of. That's
well,
true.
You know why?
Oh, that happens.
You know why? But you know why that is? It's because your characters are only ever as smart as your writers. That's what you have to remember. So when you see characters doing dumb things in a movie or a show, and you're like, "Why would you do that?" or "This is so fucking stupid," always remember your characters are only as smart as the writers.
Yeah, I just think they're aiming for a broad market, so they got to keep it pretty simple. And if you look at the representative of Montana we have on Twitter, which is Mike Deasy, I think they're right to do so.
They actually seem smart compared to Mike.
Yeah, that's true. That old guy, the guy in charge, what's his name? The Kevin Costner guy. What's his name on the show?
I know.
John Dory? John Yellowstone guy?
Sutton.
That's it.
Dutton.
Why is he so cool? Because he's a bad parent. He's a shit dad. His kids are all fucking idiots.
All the characters are completely unlikable. He's a corrupt politician who kills innocent people. There were innocent people that they kill. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be on your side.
That's the good part of him. I like that part of him. But be a better parent.
Be a better parent.
Yeah, your kids are all fucked up losers. It annoys me. And you're a bad rancher. You haven't adjusted. You're trying to ranch like it's 1836. Grow up. Fucking loser.
I didn't know this was the Yellowstone after show.
Yeah, you're right. I get distracted really.
I would have boned up on my episodes.
We'll fix that in post.
You'll bone up all right.
I literally shut up. I can't even finish 1883 because of that girl, the boss bitch daughter, right?
Yeah,
but
she's a fucking bitch.
I thought she was hot.
But I don't like her.
She was killing me, Max. She was killing me.
Yeah, she's killing me too.
The last episode I saw, it looked like she was going to die. I was so thrilled. She got shot with an arrow.
Of course, she's not going to die. She's a female character. She's a hero.
I don't care. I'm over it.
Women ran the West. They were the coolest characters in the West.
Absolutely. She's out there in jeans and a halter top with her bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
Out on the prairie.
She would have been raped and murdered as a whore.
She was out riding the Indians.
Yeah, of course. And of course the love interest is the Indian. It's a cliche. Baron.
Well, yes.
Describe your new girlfriend to us.
Describe her in what way? Would you like a physical? Would you like just a overall?
All of the above.
She? Where does she come from?
I want the lot.
What's the deal?
Let's go.
So, I was in California not too long ago. And I was over at my cousin's house, and my cousin's wife says, "You need to hook up and talk to so-and-so, which is her best friend.
That's a weird name, so-and-so.
Well, we're going to refer to her from here on out as the Baroness.
That implies that you're married.
No.
Checkmate, Baron.
Checkmate. There will be none of that. So she's like, now I met her like in my late 20s. I think I met her several times. We were in their wedding together, my cousin's wedding. She told me that she asked about me back then, but she was waved off, warned away from my cousin's wife. I was hopelessly, tragically single, purposely single at the time. So she was waved away. So, but she said, hey, she basically she described her as the female version of me. She's retired. Yes. She's retired.
That's gross.
She's
retired from
what? Got no kids. She had her own business. So she sold her business. She retired, and she's basically just traveling like I am doing. And she was wanting to get a camper and kind of do that, go around and do what I'm doing.
So is she financially independent?
Yes.
She's not fat, is she?
No.
Well, this is good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all very good.
Where the hell did Max G go? Max? That incompetent fuckwit. All right, keep going, Baron.
What kind of fucking production are you running here?
That's a half-assed one.
Half-assed. So where were we?
You met this woman.
So basically, all right. I said, sure. Let's talk. Let's hook up. So we did, and we hit it off. And it's like, I think it's fairly known. This is the first time I've ever dated somebody my own age, anywhere near my own age.
Yeah, that's just disturbing.
It's very, very different. But I got to tell you, this has probably been the easiest, best kind of getting to know somebody kind of situation I've ever dealt with. Probably because kind of our age, we kind of we've all been through the shit. So it's just literally like you just don't have any stomach or tolerance for any kind of bullshit. So just hit it off. Everything's cool. And, we just.
But then sometimes you look at her face and it reminds you of death.
That hasn't happened yet. And look, my brother couldn't be happier. So she came out here. She was staying with me for a couple of weeks out here. And my brother came home from work. He hadn't met her yet. He walks in the door and he sees this girl she's on her hands and knees scrubbing the kitchen floor. She looks, dinner's cooking on the stove. And she's like, oh, hey, Otto. And he wanted to cry. It was a beautiful thing. He's happy.
How dirty was your floor?
Yeah, it was pretty. There are 2 single guys that live in that house, and it looks like 2 single guys live there.
Right.
And that's how we like to keep it. We don't want anybody to think. There's no doilies or flowers or
Don't bring Flat Cat into this.
None of that. No pink. No doily. There's no femininity in that house whatsoever.
So she's not a real feminist type.
No. Actually, again, everything just kind of, she leans the same way I do, geopolitically and all that kind of stuff. And none of that feminist shit. She's traditional, she doesn't, likes a good, strong man and traditional roles and all that kind of stuff. So,
So she's just got to tolerate you.
She got a what?
She's got to put up with you instead.
Exactly. Well, you got to set the tone. You got to set the tone right at the beginning.
Well, that's a fact.
Like I said, she pulled that shit with me in the beginning. Right in the beginning, we were talking, and she's like, "Hey, what's your love language?" And I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck that is, but you better knock that fucking shit off right now."
Dude, that is so cringy. That is cringy as shit.
I thought about just ending it right there, but
yeah. Yeah, well,
it's worked out. So plus I got someone that can pay half the gas. So, it's all good.
You mean the petrol?
The petrol, yes. The petrol. benzene.
Exactly. Does she have straight hair?
She does have straight hair. She's got black hair.
How long?
It's long.
Good.
She's of the Latin persuasion. So she's got nice long
Roman.
Black hair.
From
Roman,
Italy.
Spanish. From
how come they call that Latin when Latin is the language of Rome?
I don't know. It's all Greek to me.
Max, are you back?
So, yeah, sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
What the fuck is this unprofessionalism, Max?
I feel like fucking ski mask over here.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm sorry. Just a technical problem.
I'm getting there. I'm working on it.
Okay, Max,
what are you drinking?
You've missed the beautiful story of how they got together.
Oh, shit.
She was scrubbing a
That's
floor,
all right.
having sex with his brother, and he come home, and he caught them.
And it was love at first sight.
And she's got long, straight black hair, and she's from Rome.
Well, it's straight now, but she says it's naturally curly. So I believe she straightens her hair out.
Well, so she should.
Girls do all kinds of stuff. Girls do all kinds of stuff.
So wait, Baron, you didn't meet her on Twitter?
No. She's my cousin's wife's best friend.
I just figured you were like just trying to date every girl on Twitter. No,
not so much. Not so much. No.
You're like, fuck it, I'll drive to you. Let's go.
Yeah. No. She came highly recommended. My cousin vouched for her. I met her a long time ago, back in my 20s.
Have you been to her place yet?
Yes.
Does she have a lot of pillows on her bed?
No.
That's a good sign. Does she have TV wires that are visible?
I didn't go in.
What do you mean you didn't go in?
We were leaving Palm Springs and we were going to the coast. So we basically, I forget what we did. We swung by her house. I forget, she dropped something off or what. I don't remember what. No, it was actually when we were leaving.
You got to check out that place, dude. It'll tell you a lot about her.
Yeah.
She's putting on this big act for you because you're like the millionaire playboy.
Millionaire? Why do you think I'm dating her? I need her money. I can't afford this gas.
And you're breaking hearts all over Twitter, all these Twitter sixes. You travel the country meeting and you got all these ex-strippers in Florida. You're breaking hearts for what?
Breaking hearts.
You don't even know this woman.
No, not at all.
I think you should do your due diligence.
It sounds like a plot line on Yellowstone or something.
Exactly. It's getting a disaster.
All I know is my belly is full and my balls are empty. I'm a happy man.
So you guys are living together?
No. Things are getting pretty serious though. She's going to be getting her own keys to the camper though. So that's, we're taking it to the next level. No, she's actually coming on the road with me. So she's coming back out in 2 weeks, and we got about 3 weeks. We're going to just, fuck around the state here in Arizona, go around. She's never done this. So, it's all basically a shakedown for her to figure out kind of what it's like, how it's going to work, what she can pack. Cause she's all like, I want to bring this, I want to bring that. I'm like, yeah, no, you don't. We don't have the room for it. You really got to, figure that shit out. So then, basically she got, we got stuff here and there. I got, whatever appointments, and she got a concert in May, and then we're taking off for the summer after that.
What, how long?
So that's the,
like months,
like, yeah. So I don't plan on coming back till at least September.
You bring in a shovel just in case.
Well, it's always a standard,
like who's going to be murdered? This is going to end in a murder, 100%.
I'm going to be in Montana.
This is fucking Yellowstone.
Have you got? How would you do? Just say, I'm not saying you're going to murder her, but if you did, theoretically, wink, wink, how would you do it?
Boat. And I'll just tell this to anybody. I don't know what idiot would ever kill somebody on dry land and try to bury a body or evidence. You take a fucking boat out. You drop it in the fucking ocean.
In Montana?
Well, he just asked me if I was going to do it, how would I? So I'm giving you my ideal.
But then you got to hire a boat, because I know you have an RV, but it's not a RV you can take out in the ocean. That's called a boat.
You didn't ask me that. You asked me if I did it, how would I do it? And I just said a boat. I'll go buy a boat. I'll go rent a boat. I'll borrow a boat. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to drop it in the ocean. You're never going to see it.
This is a disaster. You've got to steal a boat. You can't be seen. They can't know that you took the boat.
Wait, where are you killing her? On the boat?
Now we're going through the whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the method. But I would just dispose of the body. Well, if we're just talking about disposal, we're not talking about method. We're talking about disposal.
If it was disposal, I'd shoot her up in a rocket to the moon. I don't know. But how are we doing it?
Well, come on, Max. Let's be realistic here.
But no one can see you get on the boat with her and come back without her.
That's correct.
There can be no surveillance cameras. And where's her phone? Like the phone's got tracking in it. You know, you got to think about the phone.
This isn't Yellowstone, because the fucking writers of Yellowstone didn't think about the phone. There was a character that was killed. The guy the one son drove her back to the fucking ranch. He goes, "Oh, I killed her. Well, what are we going to do?" And he's fucking crying like a little bitch. And then the guy, they take her and the dude, and they drive her off to and they stick her in a canoe or something and just throw her in the river. I'm like, and that was it. I'm like, what about the phone? The phone went all the way back to your ranch. Never heard from again. That's how stupid that show is.
Yeah, they need to work on their homicide investigations up there.
The dude choked her. He choked her. I'm like, there's going to be a fucking autopsy.
Well, you've learned nothing. You're just talking about disposing of this new woman in a boat. You don't even own a boat. There's going to be a trail, Baron.
And some video of you dragging like a dead body onto a boat.
Well, I do plan on shooting more video this summer, so there will be video of that if we do it.
All right.
I think, go to some sort of picturesque mountain, take a nice photo of you guys, like a selfie, and then right after you do that, just kick her in the fucking back.
Well, that's one way to do it. That's actually a good way to do it. You just literally push somebody off a cliff. I mean, who's going to fucking know? Hey, we were just here. She slipped. I mean,
you call the Rangers. You're in shock when they show up.
But I wasn't going to say it.
Years, yeah.
You know, because if it happened, then
what's going to happen? I don't know how this trip doesn't end into murder.
But now I'm not going to do it in the way that you said it.
Because I could be evidence in the case.
Yeah.
God damn it.
We understand each other now.
Burn this thing, Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll delete it. Don't worry about it.
Delete this whole edit out.
There's no way I'm releasing this
episode out.
So, do you know, has she got many brothers and sisters?
One brother, one sister.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
For a Latino family.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there
a Latin Mexican?
Oh, he's Mexican, yeah.
What are they, Aztecs? Mayans? How does that work?
I haven't done their DNA test yet.
I'm not happy with the due diligence on this.
She looks more white than native, shall we say?
Now, I don't know much about Latino women, and really nothing at all. But the stereotype I've learned from Twitter is that they hit the wall and get a wide ass at a certain age.
Well, usually what happens is with Latino women, and then it doesn't matter if they're 18 or 19, is you just get one little sperm in them, and poof, you drop one little seed in them, knock them up, and then that's when they bloom. She's never had kids.
Oh, that's good. You've done this before. You know what you're doing.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Does she constantly cook beans and chili and shit?
No. Good. She actually eats fairly well. She goes to the gym every morning.
Good.
It's good.
So I got somebody to cook that's going to cook healthy for me. So that's bonus. She's looking out for me. She actually wants to keep me around for longer. As
Creepy.
you know, kind of different, very opposite from what I'm used to. You know, I mean, look, you know, I've had a lot of beautiful women over the years. I've had models, I've had actresses, I've had porn stars. I've never had a good woman. I think she's a good woman. She's all right.
So far. You're still in the honeymoon
So far.
phase.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how long have you known this chick for?
What is this? February? Well, I've known her for, I met her a long time ago, but yeah, we've just been talking, hanging out since February.
So 2 months.
Oh.
So they're on their best behaviour. It's too early.
Yeah.
The triple sorted out, though, for sure.
But still on paper, she seems like she's got it all kind of together as far as like she's not crazy.
She's not. Trust me. First question. Let me see your fucking medication list. What SSRIs do you want? None. Therapy? None.
That's good.
And my cousin, I had my cousin vouch. My cousin's not going to.
Was she married before, Baron?
Yep.
What happened to her ex-husband?
She discovered, you know, again, it's one of those deals where, you know, just like any fucking long-term relationship that's just bad. No, it's just one person's trying, the other person isn't. She found out he was on doing some drugs. Again, she had no fucking clue. So that kind of, it didn't sit well with her. So that didn't go too well. You know, so well, she kind of had.
Alcohol's a drug. Who gives a shit?
He wasn't doing alcohol.
Were you talking caffeine?
No, like meth.
Aspartame?
Meth. Yeah, aspartame.
Well, everyone's dabbled in meth. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Keeps him focused.
And in good shape.
Gets shit done.
Did she drive him to the meth?
I'm aware of. She seemed, again, my tolerance level, you don't understand. I have a meter that basically just, it's very touchy. It's hair trigger of tolerance for bullshit. And she just hasn't even fucking tipped it yet. Hasn't even tipped it.
We're just trying to look out for you, Baron. You're in a safe place. We're just trying to look out for you. I'm scared.
I appreciate it. No, nobody looks up for me more than me.
Because
she's all right.
Women are capable of unlimited evil, as you know, and you just don't know how good an actress this chick is. I mean, she might be the one. She might be perfect.
How good an actor I am. She thinks I'm a great guy. I'm this fuck. Oh my God, where have you been all my life?
Yeah, that is weird.
Do you think maybe she's just attracted to bad guys?
Bad guys? I'm not no. See, they want that the bad guy with the heart of gold. Everybody wants Han Solo, right? Until they get him. And then they tame him. And then they lose respect for them. So you can never lose that edge. That's the thing. You can't ever lose that edge. So you got to set the tone with them right off the bat.
So what are you doing to set the tone?
Like with that love language shit. I said, knock that shit off right the fuck now. We're not doing that. We don't do that around here.
Yeah, but you're watching Yellowstone with her.
I watched Yellowstone to shit on it. And I actually got her to fuck. And I actually got her to fucking to go my way. She started seeing, these characters are idiots. These characters are stupid. That grandson, I was dying. I said, I want him dead. Kill the grandson character. They're giving him too many lines. He's
annoying. I don't like him.
Isn't that a classic Hollywood thing too? Like they do this show and the kid's cute, and then if the show gets picked up 7 years later or whatever, he's like
an
shitty actor, not even
dork.
Cute anymore.
He wasn't cute to begin with.
He was annoying from day one.
He's better seen, not heard. But they keep giving him fucking dialogue. I Can't do it anymore.
What good kids in TV series or movies are there? Because they're all annoying. Name one.
What's Elijah Wood?
What was he?
Well, he's the Hobbit guy. He was a child actor.
Jodie Foster was good child actor, right?
But the character they played, like, I'm not saying as an acting skill. I'm saying what character in a show wasn't annoying as a kid? They're all annoying.
Well, wasn't annoying or wasn't good?
No, annoying.
Annoying? Oh. Well,
like, I couldn't watch that Home Alone shit because I hated that kid. I fucking hate that kid.
I've never seen
I've seen the trailers, and it's enough to maybe fly into a rage. Hate him.
Yeah, I was like 20 when that came out, and I didn't have kids, so I wasn't watching that shit.
Yeah, I want that kid dead.
I watch it every Christmas.
Why?
It just kind of reminds me of being a kid. Maybe I'm a little younger.
It's something he grew up with. I didn't grow up with it. I was too old for it, and I didn't have kids, so I didn't give a shit about it.
Maybe he just likes to get in a rage.
No, I like the movie. It's cute.
You like the kid?
The whole movie's cute, yeah.
It's like The Walking Dead, that Carl kid. I hated that kid so much with his.
Oh, he was bad too.
I quit watching that show. I hate the fucking Walking Dead. I quit watching that show until somebody told me that Carl dies. I went back and I watched it just to watch him die. Yeah, that's how much cool. I hated that fucking character.
I was so happy when he died. It made me feel so good.
Oh, yeah.
Take that, you little prick.
Oh, yeah.
Only if he could die in real life, too.
You think in an apocalypse your kid would be tougher than that? Where are the tough kids?
Oh, my kids are cunts. They'd both be dead if there was any kind of zombie thing and we had to, like, shut the fuck up for 2 minutes.
Well, they're just noisy.
What do you mean? You don't need a zombie apocalypse. Your kids would be dead if the internet was down for fucking 3 days.
Yeah.
You know?
That's funny.
I think, Snake, your kids seem like they're more like they go outside and hunt and play rugby and shit. My kids are just spoiled assholes.
But I'm a grumpy prick. So I remember when they were younger, I'd make them go outside and they'd ask to go inside. I'm like, nah, work it out, find something to do. And now they love it because I didn't want them to become pieces of shit that sit inside all the time. I don't like a lot of society now, so just always thought I got to fight this shit. I got to overrule my wife. I got to make this happen. And I think it was the right move.
So, Baron, how do you romance these girls on Twitter? Like, you drove to Texas to visit Christina.
I didn't drive to Texas to see Christina. I was driving to, I forget if I was driving to South Carolina last summer. Yeah, I think I was driving to South Carolina for a wedding. And,
is that right next to Texas? I'm not that good at geography.
Well, from Arizona to South Carolina, you can kind of draw. You can try to kind of draw a line, kind of goes through there.
You kind of got to dip down a little bit.
No, I was camping for a week, kind of just not even like an hour from Dallas. Yeah, I was within an hour from Dallas, so I was camping on a lake for a week, right by there.
I wouldn't drive more than 5 minutes to meet someone from Twitter. Yeah, I'm not joking.
If they were in my backyard, I'd close the shades.
Yeah. They belong on Twitter.
So how did that meeting go?
Fine.
Was there romance?
Well, you know what happens with the Baron stays with the Baron.
No, we don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that either. No, I don't know. I don't know, whatever lunch place, Korean.
Were you shooting for romance when you drove out of your way? I mean, you're still driving 12, 15 hours out of your way, right?
No, what are you talking about? 12, 15 hours?
It's like 5 or 6 down and 5 or 6 back up.
From where?
I was from Arizona. An hour away.
Max, my ultimate destination was South Carolina from Arizona. So that was on the route.
Okay.
And I was camping in, I forget the name of the town. Route.
Thank you.
What are you supposed to, what is it?
What is what?
Route or route? Snake? What?
Well, route in Australia means fuck.
What if? Oh, well, maybe it applies in this scenario.
Yeah, it was a Freudian slip.
Maybe it applies.
No, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be a good
either
legal
way,
advice.
It's spelled with a U, so that passes your British smell test. It's
okay, was there intentions at the time you're single? So you're driving an hour.
No.
Were you kind of setting up ahead of time, like, hey, listen,
well, again,
it's not truck, or I could get a hotel, or
I didn't even have the truck at the time. That was after I wrecked the truck.
Baron.
So I wrecked.
You at least tried, didn't you? Tell me you tried. If you got shut down, you got shut down. That's fine. But you had to take a swing.
Swing and a miss? Sure.
Really?
I mean, have you met men from Twitter?
What's the yes. Bob Levy and Joe. I always want to call him Joe McMaga. You know Joe?
I don't think so.
No? Yeah, like when I was in LA, I met with we all had a dinner party over at Vanessa Chase's house. You know Vanessa Chase?
Okay, I saw the photo.
Yeah.
Nah.
So she's yeah. So Vanessa Chase, she's a lovely and talented former adult actress.
Yes.
Her
and her husband.
Yes, her and her husband. We had a lovely dinner party over at their house with Joe. Joe brought his date. It was a cute little actress from Espanol. She was from Spain, and we all went out to a comedy show. She had us over at their house, made us a lovely lasagna dinner, and they brew their own hard cider, which was good. And then we all went over to right around the corner. We went into this it's a little.
Whoa!
I wouldn't call it a club.
Isn't hard cider apple juice?
Yes, but it's hard apple juice. It's alcoholic.
That seems
so
like
carbonated, right?
No, it's not carbonated. It's just fermented to where it's it's hooch. It's alcoholic. I actually prefer cider. Yeah, I drink cider. I haven't drank beer in years. I prefer cider over beers.
You drink it in one of those little juice box things like a kid?
Not since I was a kid.
And I don't even think I had those
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Capri Sun.
Sippy straw. I love my apple juice.
Get a little IV going with the straw.
Little juicy box.
Sip it out of the corner of your mouth. You gotta have your tongue get the straw.
We saw Chrissy Bear that night.
Why?
How does she look in person?
She's cute. I saw the comedians at the compound in Vegas like 2 years ago. So I met, Anthony and Gino and her and all that.
Someone's name dropping.
I am name dropping.
Did you see a smile?
Did I see her smile?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she sat in my seat. I got up to use the bathroom. I came back and she was sitting in my seat. So she got up. But no, I think she's cute. I think Chrissy's really cute.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
Were you kind of hoping that Vanessa Chase and her husband were swingers?
Not so much.
I get that impression, like he might like to watch.
How do you know?
No, they're. How do I know them?
No, like how does Max know who you're talking about? I don't know. No,
I can see on Twitter.
Vanessa Chase.
You don't know who Vanessa Chase is?
No. Yeah. It says here on my Google she's 47.
That checks out.
So who'd you make the contact with? Her or her husband? Or this Joe?
Well, her. Her from Twitter. I mean, we've obviously we're all friendly on there. So, she knew I was coming to LA. And
okay, so she was the contact though. You didn't meet, because I asked if you met up with a guy and you were like, yeah, Joe, but you met up with her. She kind of did the arrangements, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only guy I've met on his own and actually he was the one that approached me, was Bob Levy. And I'll just leave it at
Why? What?
that.
You're like, leave Gina at home.
Yeah, whenever Bob comes to town, and he actually hasn't been in like a year or so, but every time he come to town, I go pick him up at the airport, and go to the hotel, we go to the show and shit, and hang out, whatever.
Where you go for coffee?
I'm his driver.
You bring the blue cheese?
Mm-hmm.
In your car?
Once.
He goes in your own vehicle?
With my camper. He's like, "What are you driving?" I sent him a picture of my camper, and he goes, "Ha ha ha!" He goes, "No, seriously, what are you driving?" And I said, "No, fucking seriously, this is what I'm driving."
So you don't mind if people smoke in your camper?
No smoking in the camper.
Well, how did Bob Levy handle that? Jesus, he can't stop.
No smoking. No smoking in the camper.
Oh,
I'm smoking a fucking cigar right now in my camper, but it's my camper.
Well, you're a control freak, Barry.
What about you, Snake, in the car? It looks like anything goes in there.
Pretty much. My daughter vapes in the car. I don't give a shit. Who cares?
Bake Indian food in there?
I'll eat anything. I'm not like Sark, who's all uptight, and people go, "Oh, there's dirt in your car." Well, you're not eating off the car. You got some sort of container. I don't understand people.
Well, the only reason I have the no smoking rule in my car is because all the drunk strippers that would get in the back seat of my car, and I say no smoking, because they're of course burning holes in the seats in my back. So no smoking.
Yeah, I did have a friend of mine deliberately burn a hole in my car as a fuck you, thinking it's funny because he was drunk.
That's a dick move.
Yeah, he was pretty drunk. I mean, but I dragged him out.
I'm on my third drink right now, by the way.
Pepsi Max.
The apple juice.
The what?
Sippy
I was going to
cups?
say the apple juice.
The apple juice. Snake, let him speak, man.
No. It's your show, Snake. Sorry. Snake said Pepsi Max. I said apple juice. Who wins?
Pick one, whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel better.
No, what are you drinking?
Maker's Mark.
Ooh.
What's that?
It's a whiskey.
Mm.
I was trying a different whiskey every week. So like 2 years ago because I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. I only started like I drink when I started going on the road, because once it gets dark, like I can get high and shit all day, all the fuck I want. Once it gets dark, it's like, what are you going to fucking do? I started drinking on the road. Once I'm home, I don't drink at all. I'm a teetotaler. As soon as I hit the road, and I would try like a different bourbon every fucking week, try a different bottle. Expensive, cheap, everything in between. So far, I still love Maker's Mark.
Did you learn anything? Like, what recommendations would you come up with?
I don't know. Just
Maker's
whatever
Mark.
Fucking Maker's Mark. It's the taste. What do you like? It's the taste.
I don't like any of that because I got sick real young on that shit, and I can't even smell it. Makes me sick.
I like the way it makes me feel. I think they all taste like shit.
Really?
Oh, they all absolutely.
Yeah.
To sit there, it's just how it goes down. I hate the taste of alcohol. It's all rubbing alcohol to me. It's just how smoothly it goes down.
Oh, I like it strong. I like it like cough syrup.
No, come on, man. Whiskey, Diet Coke, it all tastes like shit. You just get used to it.
You taste like fucking shit.
Nobody drinks. Probably.
After that cigar.
I'm an acquired taste.
So speaking of alcohol, when you meet up with Christina, do you bring vodka with you, or how does that work?
It was lunch. It was lunch. There was no
So
alcohol
what?
was involved.
I've got more questions about that lunch
alcohol at the place. They may have served beer there at the place. She picked the place, so
was she nervous?
They may have served alcohol. Yes, she was really nervous. She was really nervous
because of you.
Just mean, pick one. She's a girl. How she's going to be, how she looks. Blah blah blah. All that right. Shit.
Did she seem sickly to you?
Sickly?
Yeah, like moldy
Physically,
brain.
no, but they're just
No.
nervous. The whole time they're wondering, are you going to try to stick your fingers in me? What the fuck is going to happen?
That's why you got to do
They don't know
that from
what's
the
gonna
get-go,
happen.
just to get out of the way.
Right.
Yeah, let your intentions be known at least.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
And when you left,
I don't know. I have a way.
did she kiss you on the cheek or
No.
shake
Give me
hands?
a reach around.
Well, that goes without saying.
That goes without saying. Oh, she had a firm handshake.
You're saying she's
Okay.
masculine? Masculine?
Not
Hand job.
Not at all. She's all woman.
We're talking about a hand job,
all
right?
woman. At the least, that was the least she could do. I did pay for lunch.
What did she eat?
At least I think I did. It was like a what the fuck? She could probably tell you. It was like one of those like Korean barbecue places where you like pick all like you got like 27 things you could pick, and then they cook it on that like round thing. And
Oh,
they
at the
fry
table.
No, it's not like a Benihana. It's like it's like think of like a cafeteria. You got like you walk through, you go, give me that, give me that, give me that. I want like all these vegetables. I want peppers. I want onions. I want that.
Mongolian?
Yeah, something like that. Korean, Mongolian. They kind of cook it on this round.
Yeah, with like two big sticks.
Yeah, you basically have to fit all the frozen shit in your plate. So you pay one price. You pay a flat price, but whatever you can fit in your plate is what they'll cook. But it's all frozen, so of course, it all cooks down to like a third of whatever it stacks up to. So, but it was all right.
Did you load your plate up knowing like you might be getting physical afterward, or did you eat light?
I definitely needed my protein.
Did you take a condom to the cafe?
I was actually wearing one at the time, just in case.
You're a single man. Do you use condoms?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Why?
Oof.
They smell funny.
Okay. So when I was in my let's say late teens and 20s, the reason I used a condom, I wasn't at that time. You were not concerned about diseases whatsoever. No, I was concerned about getting pregnant. Mm-hmm. That's all I cared about. I didn't give a fuck about. You don't think about diseases when you're 19. I just didn't want to knock anybody up.
I still thought about diseases.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
AIDS was big back in the day. They had the scare campaign about the AIDS. It was terrifying.
For the gays.
Yeah, but you still didn't know. At the time, they said you can get it from whatever.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, they made everybody afraid.
Yeah, you still do it anyway. You just feel scared later.
Well, the 90s it got scary because then straight people. Well, I'm using quotes when I say straight people, like Magic Johnson. Straight people started getting AIDS. That's when people started getting scared.
Yeah, I was 20 in 1990.
Yeah, you're like what, 3-4 years older than me.
Plus, there's no straight guy whose nickname is Magic.
No, again, my finger quotes were in the air when I said straight guys. So, yeah, but hey, nobody's perfect. We've all fucking done our share of shit, but you try to, especially with some of the girls I've been with. I mean, definitely
Christina.
Some of the girls I've been with. Especially with like Christina.
What do you keep them in the glove box?
I swear to God, you can go all over anywhere because I'm a single dude, so I don't fucking care, right? There's nowhere you can't go that you're not going to find fucking rubbers everywhere. In my camper, in my bedroom, in my house, there's just fucking boxes of
and you don't think
everywhere.
They smell bad?
Yes, they do.
I never could get past it.
I don't
like it.
I don't really smell them before or after. Though.
I'm a big sniffer.
That's not really a thing. Again, I'd like to say I fought the good fight every time, but you fucking raw dog it when you got to. We've all been there. We've all done it.
All the time. That's all I ever did.
That's all again, teens, 20s, 30, each thing is different. You weren't thinking about certain things. I mean, the first time I wasn't using it in my teens, not the first time. I didn't use a rubber. I was 14. I didn't use a rubber.
I used a rubber once, and that was my first time. And I thought, these smell very poorly.
You want to? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Here's a story for you. So the very, very first time I ever ejaculated, ever in my life, was in a girl's mouth.
Really?
And
how is your mom?
I thought she's great. I thought I was going to piss. I had never came before. I had never masturbated. I never had a wet dream. I was 12, and I had this fucking girl from school came over, and she was giving me a blowjob, and all of a sudden I got to go to the bathroom, and I ran to my bathroom, and all of a sudden I'm seeing all this white shit come out, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. I had no fucking clue.
Really?
That was my first experience.
That'd be a great Yellowstone episode.
They couldn't come up with something that clever.
The first time I ejaculated, I thought, oh no, I can only now have one kid. That's how dumb. That was it? Yeah, I thought you must get one on each testicle, and I'm just blown. I'm so stupid because people have more than two kids, but that's what I thought. What are you gonna do?
So with this new lady, do you introduce condoms at all, or is that not?
Man.
Okay,
we're 50. The fuck?
I don't know.
You said you got them all for the RV.
Here's the other thing. So of course, just like with all the other chicks that I've been with, of course, the wife, the last girlfriend, all this shit. It was always the same thing. Everything's fucking great, and they start doing the fucking withholding sex shit. It's like, what the fuck? This girl's a fucking minx.
I've never had a woman do that.
This is the first time. I can't keep up. That's a first for me. Now I'm also 50, so it's like, I haven't had on the regular with somebody. I mean, the last girlfriend I had, I think, what was it, 2019? Yeah. So the last time I was getting it on the regular like that. So now it's just like, holy shit, she's wanting it nonstop. I'm like, I can't. You can only go
get into shape a little bit.
Oh no. I can hold my own. Like the wind blows, my dick gets hard. That is not a problem. Like and Snake, you and I have had this conversation.
You're attracted to wind.
I don't have any problem with that. No problem with that. But so day one, we went 4 times. 4 times. Oh. Right? I'm 50, man.
That's
4
like
times
in
one
day. No Viagra.
Who fucking does that? Who does that? Nobody. I took Viagra one time in my life. I took Viagra just to take it. It had the opposite effect on me. I couldn't get hard. I never ever had a problem getting hard. Never. Yeah, I took it one time as a goof. So I'm like, I want this fucking 4-day fucking hard on. It didn't work. I was like, what the fuck? It's the only time in my life, dude. I could fucking be on fucking whiskey. I'll get fucking hard. It doesn't matter. It'll work. But so we go 4 times in one day. First day, 4 times. Bam. Who does that? This fucking guy, right? Day 2.
Nice.
Day 2, 3 times. 3 times.
Whoa. Right after the 4-day?
Yep. Day 3 was 2 times.
God damn.
Day 4, now we did it more than 1 time, but I only finished once.
Yeah, you're gone.
So, because I'm like, look, I go, look, this is all fucking, like, I'm taking notes. Like, I was literally taking notes. Like, we got to fucking mark this shit. Because I go, this is all new to me. I'm 50. I'm an old man, right? Does this shit work anymore? Do I still got it? Does the old man still got it? I said, there's no gas in the tank. I said, so maybe we got to do like 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. So we're still trying to figure it out. But man, I'm like, I met my fucking match with this one.
No, it's good you find her attractive. I'm happy for you, man.
Yes. she's attractive, she's cool, and she could pay for half the expenses. So this was really fucking awesome situation here.
Does what
Because
music?
gas
What
has
music
got
does she
petrol.
like, Baron?
Well, we're the same age, so this is another thing. So I can make a joke or a reference because, god damn it, with every girl I've ever fucking been with, you're making jokes and references, and they're looking at you like you're a retard because they were born in 1995, so they don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, So we grew up all the same music. She likes all the same rock. We're, and she just went to like a Cure concert. She's going to Depeche Mode next month.
What did you just say? A Cher concert?
No, the Cure.
Oh, I thought you said
the
Cher.
Cure. Oh, fuck Cher. Come on.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not crazy right now. Yeah, that's pretty offensive. No, there's no Cher.
What's your favorite Cure song?
I'm not a Cure fan.
Oh, come on, man. 10:15 on a Saturday night. That shit is rocking.
No, I've been going through. I've been spending the last couple of years of my life basically just going through all the old music that I never got to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s. All this. That's my goal in life. Before I die, is to listen to all the great music because there's so much good fucking music out there. I'll just pick a guy, like last month, like February or March, Elvis Presley. I said, you know what? I've never fucking listened to I know Elvis Presley. I know all those certain songs, but I never listened to Elvis Presley. And I started listening. I listened to all his albums from fucking the 68 special all through the 70s. Motherfucker, what a fucking voice, that guy. I don't
care for Elvis.
I got a real appreciation for Elvis Presley.
I think he sings very theatrically. It just doesn't seem natural to me. It's like he's doing musical theater or something. I don't like it.
Like you grow up and Elvis Presley is he's just like a fucking monolith. He's like a thing. He's a fucking product. He's a whatever. And you kind of just know the beats of his story. But I kind of really got into him and looked into all, just his whole, again, just musical appreciation is really what it's about for me. I'm getting in all these artists and going into the roots and and oh man, he just really blew me away. And then I spent the last 2 weeks listening to all Marty Robbins. I love Marty Robbins. Marty Robbins, El Paso. Look up the song El Paso. You might know the song when you look him up. He's an old country guy from the late 50s, 60s,
country
70s.
Come on, man.
Enough
with the Yellowstone.
No. Fuck new country. Fuck any country music after 1976. All right. I'm talking old country. I'm talking Johnny Cash, Marty Robbins, Jerry Reed, Waylon Jennings, all that old.
I like Hank Sr.
Again, all the old shit. I love all the old shit. All this new country, it's all crap. It's all crap. It's all shit.
Well, it's very
You know what I don't like anymore? I don't like concerts. You mentioned your girl's going to a concert. Like, I went to a concert. I'm done with concerts forever.
I'm with you, Max.
Let me talk to you about concerts because I just had this conversation. I just had this specific conversation with the Baroness about concerts because she's like, "Do you like concerts?" Because she loves to go to concerts. I said, "I love concerts." I said, "But I hate fucking modern concerts." I said, "I'm never going." So I went to last concert I was at was in Colorado. I went to.
Oh yeah, I remember you going to that.
Right.
So I went to another Twitter date.
That's another Twitter date with the lovely talented Kaybee. We saw Black Crowes and Robert Plant. Now that venue is a perfect venue to see fucking bands. There's no bad seat. Everywhere's great. The scenery is amazing. The sound is great. The year before, when I was in Florida, in Tampa, I went to see the Rolling Stones at the Tampa Stadium where the Bucks play. So the only reason I went was because it's the Rolling Stones. I've never seen them. Probably never going to get a chance again. Fuck it, let's go. And, so I went with this chick and I spent whatever, how many hundreds of bucks to go to this fucking show, and I'm watching a TV screen is what I'm watching because they're so far away I can't see them.
You spend all this money. Stadiums are bullshit.
And I go, fuck this. So last month was my brother's birthday. So I took him to this local like marquee theater here in Arizona. It's like one of those, like, it's like 1,000, 2,000 seats, maybe 3,000. No, not even that. 2,000. And we went and saw Steel Panther. And I went, oh, this is perfect. This is the kind of venue I want to see bands. It's just a cool, smaller venue. I've played venues that big before. It was a great, awesome little place to see bands. Ace Frehley had just played there. Alice in Chains had just played there. I'm like, this is where you go see bands. I'm never going to this big stadium show because we were all, what was that one show that they just announced? Alice, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, who the fuck else? Ozzy, AC/DC. It's in Indio, California, and it's like $600 for the weekend. Fuck you. I'm not paying $600 to see bands who are 30 years past their prime.
Yeah, rock and roll is a young man's game. I don't like seeing old geezers, even if I love the band or loved the band. If they haven't released something topical in the last 5 to 10 years, I don't want to see them. And fuck you for going to anywhere to watch a rock and roll thing and sit down. You buy a seat, it's going to be lame.
I agree.
And no one
I like a nice outdoor. Well, it depends on the venue. Like, I like a nice outdoor venue.
Nah,
just does.
Shit.
Yeah.
You got to be standing. You got to be packed in.
Yeah, I don't like waiting in line for a drink or waiting in line to piss.
I don't like none of that shit. I don't like people. I don't like being around crowds of people.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like cities, period.
I like the chaos. I like the chaos of a really pumped up crowd. I don't mind that. There's an energy.
I like outdoor venues where they have a lawn where you can just fucking throw out a blanket.
Oh, you are so old. God damn it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn it.
Fuck yeah.
So is that what you and KB did? You threw out a blanket?
We didn't. There was no blankets. No, we got.
That's where you went wrong.
We got so high on Mike Tyson weed, and then we got a couple of. Oh yes.
That's not good.
Whoa, it was really good, and she had a walk. So KB, let me tell you a little story about KB. Ooh. So KB's shitting all over my fucking Crocs, right? Oh, go ahead, laugh at my fucking Crocs. Go ahead. Like, I'm not used to that, right? I can handle it. She's goofing on my Crocs. Everybody does it. We go to the fucking, we met at this place down the hill from the venue. We had a little food, little drinks, drive up. Now we got to walk from the parking up to the place. Dude, this is like a mile, almost vertical. She's wearing her whatever fucking sandals. Uh-oh. That by halfway up there, her feet are bleeding. She's fucking in tears, and I'm fucking,
actual tears
running around like tears of pain. Okay,
that's not a thing.
From her sandals. I'm fucking I'm just still going like a Kansas City. Not a care in the world.
God damn it!
I got Crocs. It's fucking boop. Edit. We got to the top. She apologized to me. Let me tell you something. She apologized to me
for crying
about goofing on my Crocs. For goofing on my no. She apologized. No. One thing about KB, she fucking take it like a man.
Well, she just said she was crying over a sore foot.
Oh, she's still.
Snake doesn't like when women cry.
That's correct.
She didn't cry tears of like fucking whining. It was just like, it was painful. I mean, she took it. She still made it up that hill.
A woman shouldn't cry during childbirth. There's no excuse. Just shut up. You're born to do it. Shut up.
No, it was a painful. Like, I was dying.
Oh,
I was dying. But my feet were comfortable. My body was tired. I was out of breath, but my feet were comfortable. So that wasn't the problem.
You're a mess, Baron. You this new Baroness should be a crybaby within months the way you treat women. You're encouraging them to cry. You're encouraging weakness. What are you doing, man? You talk a good game.
No stop.
She's going to own you soon.
She going to own me?
Yeah, dude. You're encouraging the crybaby.
The moment she owns me is the moment she loses respect for me. Never forget that. So like you were telling me how about your wife and your daughter were complaining, oh fucking dad, you don't fucking hug us enough, you don't spend enough time with us, right? That's the feminist trap.
They want emotion.
They want more emotions, right? That's the feminist trap. They tell women, well, you want your man to be more emotional. And then the second your man's more emotional, they fucking lose respect for you and they can't even fucking look at you anymore.
Well, here's the problem.
That's the trap.
Oh, that seems harsh. I don't think so, guys.
I don't have more emotion.
Max, how many times have you cried in front of your wife?
Very few. I don't think ever, but
very.
I mean, maybe a funeral or something, but never any blubbering.
Dude, a funeral, your dog died, fucking, whatever. Spock dies. I cried when Spock died. There's certain parts, times when you can cry.
Is Spock your dog?
Times you can't. No,
in the movie,
Spock is. Well, when he died, it was very emotional.
Didn't you know about the Genesis planet?
What are you talking about?
I was like 8. I was like 10.
I need to get a shower and wash the nerd off. Jesus Christ.
I was upset when the Enterprise blew up. That really got me.
God help me.
But otherwise, so you just proved my point. Your wife can cry all the time. Your wife has probably cried a fucking 1,000 times. But
Max's wife, 100%. She'd cry every night.
There's a fine line where you can show that you're sensitive without being a pussy.
Yeah, look.
My
daughters think that I repress emotion, and they're too young to realize that I don't have the emotion.
See, but they think they want that sensitive emotional man until they get that sensitive emotional man, and they go, "This guy's a pussy."
Yeah, I don't know
what they lose respect for you.
It's just annoying,
right?
I don't know, Baron. I think you got to be true to yourself, though, and not. I mean, like Snake says, he says, "This is just who I am."
Exactly.
Well, that's exactly it. So this is who I am. That's the thing with women. It's just like, when they want you to be somebody who you're not, and again, her and I have had this conversation where I go, this is who I am, right? I'm unapologetic as far as who I am, what I am, and all that kind of stuff. But she can tell, obviously you can tell that you're obviously a sincere person. You're not a dick or whatever you mean. All that is still good. It's just, I'm not going to fucking cry or start fucking reading you poetry. That's not going to happen.
Not during Yellowstone.
And she respects that. She not during Yellowstone, but she respects that. She's not into weak men. It disgusts her to see weak men like that. So obviously that's, and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna kind of do that. Again, women and children can be whatever they need to be, and men, they need to be stoic. They need to be fucking keep their shit together.
I don't even know about that. I mean, I think there's many ways to skin a cat. There's young guys, if they're naturally more emotional, I think that's fine. It's just not me and not who I'd choose to hang around with, but it's a different generation.
Again,
guys.
I'm not. I don't care how anybody else lives their life. I only talk about how I live my life, and that's how I live my life. That's just not who I am, and that's that. But I'm not a cruel person. Again, you can see all that in a person. They don't have to be, overly one way. No.
Yeah, I mean, don't try to be so guarded, though. I mean, don't say, I'm not going to do this.
No. You get it all wrong because you're just getting it from, kind of a one-sided kind of way. I'm not a guarded person whatsoever. I'm very open. Again, I'm who I am. It's like, and that's the thing about me is when you know me and when you know how I am, there's that's just it. You accept me for who I am. I don't, I make it doesn't matter who I'm around. My humor is my humor. I am who I am. You either accept it or you don't.
I think the more important key is that the girlfriend or whoever She needs to feel comfortable to be herself so you can see her for who she is.
She does. So again,
you don't know that.
Right from the beginning.
It's 2 months in, for God's sakes.
Yeah, have you smelled her shit yet?
You haven't even been in her apartment.
She's been in my camper.
So you have smelled her shit. Like, she's gonna have to shit in that camper? I know I always ask you, but I forget.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you. This is gonna horrify Kaybee right now.
She won't listen.
So
hey, I think you horrified her during the concert.
That's possible. That's
that Mike Tyson weed.
So she needs to. So yeah. So we're basically. Oh, that Mike Tyson weed knocked me the fuck out. Let me tell you. She used the bathroom in the camper.
There's no bath in that room. Is there a bath in that room?
All right, what are we calling it?
It's a bathroom. Toilet. There's a shower. There's a toilet.
Is there a bath?
Took a route to the toilet. So Kaybee took a route to the toilet.
Thank you.
She took a route to the toilet. There's a shower in there. Yes.
The shower room.
So she went to use the bathroom. She had a little tinkle.
Stop saying bathroom.
It's a what?
Stop saying fucking bathroom.
Well, that's what we call it here. What do you want? WC, WC, wash closet.
It's a toilet. Is
that better? It's a wet bath.
She went to take a shit.
Go on. It's a wet bath.
So no, she pooped in your shitter.
No, she did a number one. She had to go tinkle, but she's in there for a good fucking long time.
Baron, not the tinkle.
No, I'm trying to fucking be delicate to Kaybee right now and say tinkle. She went to go tinkle. So she's in there for a fucking while too. I'm like, what the fuck is going on there? And she finally has to come out and she goes, I couldn't figure out how to fucking flush the toilet. And actually the water was filling up. So I had to go in there and actually flush it for her. So I had to look at her pee.
What color was it? Gatorade yellow?
Well, we had been drinking, so it was, it was
dark.
It was very clear. It's more clear because you've been drinking.
What did it smell like?
There's no scent. I just reached in because she wasn't flushing it all the way, so she was just basically filling it up with water. So I just had to reach in there and kind of flush it all the way for her.
That's awkward.
I had to do her a solid. I know it totally embarrassed her, and this will probably even make it worse for her. But that's what I do.
Yeah, you're a dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse.
Max, so are you a weed guy?
Weed? Yeah. I mean, not like a weed guy. No, like if somebody has some, I'll partake. But
you're not the guy sitting at home on his deck smoking weed every night when the kids go to bed.
No, I grow some in the garden. It lasts me all year. I don't use it. Usually, more social, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
But you're gonna get mad at me. I've been doing the gummy thing.
Why?
Somebody gave them to me as a gift.
Right.
No, somebody gave them to me as a gift. So I said, I was at a water park with my kids a couple months ago, and I said, let me just take a bite. I took half of it, and I was feeling really good. I had a few drinks, and then I took the other one. Now it's kind of part of my routine. So if I'm going out or if I'm going to be drinking that night, I'll take a gummy and I'll kind of chip off it all night.
So is that because you get bored?
It just gets you high.
But what's wrong with reality with your family?
Oh, that's no fun.
So you don't want to be
present have no
as
effect
a
on
father. What
if I'm on vacation or something, I'm gonna have a nice buzz going.
You're all children. You're a nation of children.
Maybe.
You got your juice boxes. You got to stay stoned like teenagers.
Yes.
You're not comfortable with reality. You get bored quickly. It's amazing. It's a nation of fucking children.
Oh, I never smoked weed until recently, and I only do it for my back.
I got a sore back.
That's when I started smoking.
Just suck it up.
Well, I just don't do opiates. So
just learn to feel and enjoy pain.
Well, I pretty much do. I mean, that's what I pretty much live with. Like, I
Except
don't
for
do
the
any
fucking,
opiates. I don't do anything.
except for the pot.
Well, I kind of just enjoy it now, just in period. Like, I don't care. I'll fucking smoke it all day because what do I care? I'm fucking retired. I don't do anything. I'm sitting on a beach all day. I'm sitting on a fucking mountain. I'm sitting here. I'm just playing my guitar. What do I care? I smoke weed all day and I love it.
Hey, fair enough. I'm not judging you, Baron. I'm not judging you.
A little bit. You said you had a whole little monologue there about how Americans don't want to be in their own brain.
I'm completely judging.
Thank you, Max.
I'm the sergeant.
So what are you doing, Baron? Are you rolling up weed all the time?
Absolutely not. I vape it. I'm so lazy that I can't even be bothered to fucking grind weed. I don't even know how to roll a joint. I used to have my weed girl used to roll blunts for me. I'd like, hey, roll me like 20 blunts, put them in a jar. See you in 2 months. Now I just vape it because I'm lazy. And I don't like the taste of weed. I hate the fucking taste of weed. I hate
you get like a little pen?
Yeah, I got those little cartridges, and I just, I just hit it throughout the day. I had to stop, so I had to make sure I wasn't like super stoned for the show. Though I'm a little fucking drunk.
How many Maker's Marks you have?
I think I've had 3, and then I started smoking some weed in the middle of all this, so I'm a little high too. Yeah. Well, no. I got some ice. Yep.
Ice.
Yeah. Well,
Snake.
I used to do it neat until I found some nice ice things for my freezer here in the camper.
If you drink quickly, I think ice is good if you drink quickly, but if you don't drink quickly, it dilutes the drink, and that's annoying. I guess.
Well, when it's a little
melts slowly.
Well, it's okay because it kind of cuts down the whiskey a little bit, and I don't really care for the taste so much.
Yeah, and you kind of slosh it around, then you pour a little more on top.
Exactly. Max knows. Oh yeah.
Rookies. All right, well, we better wrap it up. It's been over an hour. I think we got to the
Wait a minute. Real quick. Wait, we never finished with Kaybee. Did you get her too high to get romance going on, or
did I get her too high to get romance? Like she was too high, or I was too high? Yeah,
she was too high.
Maybe I was too high. Maybe I couldn't get her.
So you both were.
Well, not for lack of trying, but she kept her honor.
No, was her honor. She said, "Hey, listen, She set rules ahead of time.
She set rules ahead of time.
Did she say, "Hey, listen, we're not doing anything. We're going to the show, but I'm not touching you"? Or
no, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
So it's a completely platonic date.
Completely platonic. Completely.
And I feel I should remind you, you are on oath.
I am under oath.
Mm-hmm.
What did it end with? A kiss? A hug?
Hug, probably. Yeah. I mean, we by the second show, because we saw Black Crows the first night, and it was like 2 or 3 days later was Robert Plant.
Oh fuck! So, you had to go back.
Yes, I had to go back.
So did you hang out with her in between shows?
No. Well, no. We were supposed to one day because I was camping. I had a campsite like not too far outside of Denver, up in the mountains. So I was up by this little town. I don't know if it was Colorado Springs or something. I was up in the mountains. So but she couldn't make it. So we met like before Robert Plant. She came up to that town. So we had like lunch there in that town, checked out that town. It was a cool little, like, old like mountain town, and then drove back down to the venue for the show for Robert Plant.
Max.
Yeah.
Do you believe him?
I think maybe during No Quarter you tried to finger her or something.
Well, it was a 17-minute song.
Look, if he did, I respect him keeping her honor and keeping her dignity. No one wants to be a conquest.
You're assuming she didn't try to figure me. Nobody wants that. No.
Nobody wants that.
I think you're being a gentleman. I hope you're being a gentleman, because I wouldn't drive that far if there wasn't anything involved. And I didn't want details, but
Well,
I
I
mean,
wasn't driving there. I wasn't driving there for her. I already had planned.
Here we go again.
No.
I just happened to be there.
This story, actually, I believe it was Sark. Sark can back me up on this, and I can produce the tweet. So Sark asked the same question. He says, "Well, why? Blah blah blah. Yeah, why'd you go there?" Because I told him the story.
Like
I said I bought tickets for me and one of my best friends. Right? I said when I saw that Robert Plant was playing at this was like in May when I bought the tickets. I saw Robert Plant was playing at Red Rocks, and I said I've never seen Robert Plant. I've never been to Red Rocks. I want to do both. September 3rd. Bam. I bought 2 fucking tickets, sight unseen. Then I called my best friend and I said, "Hey man, what are you doing September 3rd? He goes, "Well, I don't know, nothing." I said, get yourself a ticket to fucking Denver. We're going to go see Robert Plant. Well, like the month before, he's going through a divorce. He was going through divorce. And it's actually his second divorce since I met him. So he fucking just called me up and said, "Hey man, I'm just really sorry. I can't fucking go. There's no way." He was going through a really, really bad time.
He sounds like he's not good at picking women.
He's not, and he should have listened.
Well, either are you, Baron, right?
Not so much. Not in the past.
Your record is.
You got to learn. It's a solid record. Hey, I got no regrets, man. I got no regrets. No regrets.
As long as you've learned.
No.
Sounds like something a regretful person says, but.
Right. So he called me and said, "Hey man, I can't go. Blah, blah, blah. Find somebody else you'd rather go." This was like, I don't know, a couple weeks before the show. So, and I was like in Wyoming at the time, and I said, fucking Kaybee, I said, you get me some fucking, you get some fucking weed. I got you a ticket for fucking Robert Plant if you want to go. She's like, fuck yeah, I'll get you some weed. So I already had the tickets for Robert Plant, and then I saw Black Crowes were playing 2 days before, and I said, well, fuck, I've never seen Black Crowes. You want to go see Black Crowes too? So we went and saw Black Crowes. So I produced the text for my friend saying that he couldn't go to the concert to Sark. So we can produce that.
You're very smooth. Very smooth.
I got all my bases covered.
Always have an alibi. That goes back to your when you murder your current girlfriend this summer.
Allegedly.
This is not my first rodeo, guys. This is not my first rodeo.
Always have Sark have you back with some sort of evidence.
Yes.
What do I always say? What do I always say? Even anytime I'm meeting a girl, always have an exit plan. Always have an exit.
Are we talking about the murder?
Yes.
I don't care what it is. Always have an exit strategy.
Max, I got to ask you.
Always have.
Max, how long have you been with your wife, including dating, married, whole? How long have you been with her?
2004.
Well, that's not how long you've been. That's a year you fuck with. So that's what, 19 years.
So, let me count. I'm not great at math, but that's what, 55 years?
That's correct.
19 years. It'd be 19 years in July.
Now, I've been with my wife for 18 years, but I'm a terrible judge. Or the people I think are going to last, they break up. The people I think will, break up, stay together. So I got no idea. But you seem like an expert. What do you think, Baron and the Baroness? What are their chances?
I think if they can make it through this summer,
without death,
they got a shot.
What does that mean? I want to. They're going to live together until they die, or not?
Yes.
Well, no.
I mean, Baron, with your heart, you don't have that much longer. So if I'm making a bet, if they can get through this summer,
without him dying.
Baron, would you ever get married again?
No.
Well, you said you wouldn't get a girlfriend.
You say that
again.
now.
No. I say that now, and I say that, yeah, there's no marriage is off the table.
And there's these big Twitter weddings. Sark's the best man. Kaybee's the
bridesmaid. He's the witness.
The script writes itself. It's better than Yellowstone.
They do it on the Yellowstone ranch in Montana.
No, only if we have the wedding at that. we have to have it at that gay campground at Nutty Acres.
All right.
I've never heard of
guys.
It.
Is that the
you
Alabama?
missed the thread today? Yeah, that's the Georgia gay campground, Nutty Acres.
Yeah, that thread was too long.
It's a gay campground.
I had to tap out.
Tap out.
I had a headache. My wife's got COVID.
Does your current girlfriend, and I know we got to go, but does your current girlfriend know about your Twitter life?
Yes.
Persona?
Yes.
Is she on Twitter?
Oh, yeah, there's not. She's not on Twitter. She's not on Twitter.
Good.
But I talk. Oh God, she's like. Well, I told her I was doing the show tonight. She's like, "Oh, is there any chance I'll be able to hear it?" I'm like, "No,
no."
She doesn't want to hear about your battle with STDs and warts and shit.
Look, I just sent her. I sent her a screen grab of just my camera roll because I just said, "Look," I said, "If or when I fucking die." I said, let me just fucking tell you right now, anything that you find on my camera roll or my browser history, just so you know, it was all in the service of a joke.
Yeah, it's research
no matter what you find.
For a podcast.
I sent her a screen grab. I go, this is the kind of, it's just like random shit. Like there's a gay cowboy, there's fucking Ozzy spread eagle. There was a chick that fucked dogs. There was a story about that. It was just like all this weird shit. I'm like, that's kind of what you'll find in my camera roll.
You
what
can
delete your Twitter DMs.
You got to delete them.
So, what about my tweet?
So have you stopped deleting or have you stopped DMing women on Twitter now? Or are you still kind of keeping that dating pool full? You'd
be shocked. I have no activity in my DMs. I do not DM with people. There's a few people I talk to Snake. I talk to
Snake talks to everybody on DM. Snake is Mr. DM.
Not much.
He's like,
how often do I talk to you, Max? Like once every 3 or 4 weeks?
I think you're talking to everybody on DM. You have like your public conversations, and then you have all sorts of private stuff. You'd be surprised
how little I talk on DM. You'd be surprised.
I have no DM activity. I talk to a couple like King Snake is a friend of mine. King Snake's local. He lives here in Phoenix too. We hang out, and he's a cool guy. But yeah, I don't really have any.
So you're in Phoenix now?
Well, that's where my home base is right now. So
I was just in Scottsdale.
Back
in February, I went to that great what is it? The Alaskan Bush Company.
What?
Well, you were making that. Yeah. You told me you were here. You told me. I thought you were joking about that.
No. No, that place was great.
What is it?
It's a strip club.
Strip club.
But it's not in Alaska. Why do they call Alaska?
Wait,
no idea, Snake. I'm not a local,
so
but it was a great place. On.
Do your research,
you've asked me several times. I got to ask Max. You've asked me several times about baby dolls. Tell me about your experience with baby dolls.
That's in Clearwater, right?
It's insane. Yeah, St. Pete, Clearwater. Yeah.
Yeah, you go down that road, and there's one across the street from baby dolls, right?
There is. Tampa is the strip club capital of the world. Okay, so especially in St. Pete, right there, Clearwater, there's a shit ton of strip clubs all over there. Baby dolls is one of the most ghettoest of. Like I said,
that's where I like to go. I like to go to the dirty ones. I like to go to the ones where they can't throw you out.
Not dirty. There's a difference between dirty, like fucking, the nastiest chicks, the chicks who do the nastiest stuff. There's those clubs. No, baby dolls is the most ghetto. Like you'll be the whitest. Yes, like you will be the whitest person there. That's the kind of place you go when you're looking to buy Molly, right?
Well, yeah, I always ask them for drugs.
Yeah, that's where you go when you're looking for fucking drugs. But otherwise, I would never step foot in fucking baby
What's
dolls.
The other one called? Across the street?
Oh, Oz. That's
Oz.
Oz is the one I posted the picture of Oz before. It's a fucking former Pizza Hut.
Oz seemed too fancy, so I went to baby dolls.
It's a pizza. It is.
Did you go with Max?
Pictures are stuck up.
I travel for work, so I always go with like a work crew.
But you wouldn't go alone, would you?
I've never, no.
And does your wife know you go to these clubs?
Yeah. I mean, she'll come with me. If we're on vacation, I always pop in.
But she's cool if you're going alone with your work colleagues. She doesn't care.
Listen, yeah, she knows I go, but I don't, get into details or.
And do you get private dances?
Very rarely, but every now and then. Just only because sometimes they won't leave you alone until you get one. or it's the end of the night and I'm kind of feeling the flow.
That's all rookie moves. Rookie moves, Max. Rookie moves.
What, getting private dances?
Yeah.
Or if I'm with somebody, I'll buy them a dance and stuff like that. But it's more or less I like going, getting in the mix of things, meeting the girls, talking, having a good time.
There is nothing more boring to me than a strip club.
Oh, I'm the complete opposite.
Keep in mind, I've been in the strip club world for a while, dated them. It's just boring. I can't even fake interest in talking to them anymore.
Because it's all a transaction. You just know they're trying to milk you for money.
Yeah, but that's the fun of it, because you're trying to keep the money, they're trying to take the money. So sometimes you show them a little money, and then it's fun to me.
No, I hate it. Yeah, I hate it.
To each their own. It's so boring to me.
Well, not to mention if I'm in a town where I don't know anybody, I don't know the local scene, I go right to the strip club because I know I like to have drinks, I like to see naked women, and then I know I can have a good time and not get in a fight or anything like that.
The next time you're in Phoenix, I would love to go to a strip club with Max G. With
Great
Maximus
Alaskan
G.
Bush Company.
I'll fucking go there with Maximus G.
There's two sides. There's an 18 or older.
If you guys were going,
let's go.
I'll buy your ticket.
We will have a fucking ball. That's all I know.
Now, I'd have a good time with you guys, but I find the strippers very depressing.
Yeah, that's Max, what's fun about them.
Max, you want to have a good time?
I like characters.
I want to go to Tijuana with Max.
That could get dangerous.
Oh, it's been dangerous. I've been there.
We're not getting a donkey.
There's no donkey show. It's a myth. No donkeys.
Really?
This show is too long, boys. We're going to get in trouble.
All right, you're right.
We don't want to go any longer than the Gina Levy episode. 2 hours.
That's what I'm saying, but we've been well over an hour, and everyone will complain.
Poor eye in the sky.
Rest in peace.
I didn't even think about him. I'm going to tip some to my homie. Tip my 40 to my homie.
You can't let the bald guys have a long episode. That's how baldness spreads. It's a fact. Look it up.
We do all have beautiful heads of hair.
Yeah.
We never see you, Snake. You always have a mask on, or you just show like.
You've seen my picture, Max, have you?
I don't think so. I don't want to, but no, you don't offer them up. Baron's got his whole fucking album. Like, what do you travel around with photo albums?
I just have everything on my fucking phone or my iPad, my entire photo library. So I'll be like,
here's a photo from 1995.
Exactly. It's just like, here we go. Just shit on myself as often as I can.
I think you're in love with yourself.
You think?
A little bit. Who has all these photos of themselves laying around?
Yeah, you're like a guy that goes to the gym, looking in the mirror at himself. You're like Stancil.
Well, none of my pictures are really flattering. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah. So, like I said, nobody goofs on myself more than me. They're not really flattering pictures. I mean, I posted a picture of a really gay one where I'm getting hand-fed hot dogs into my mouth today.
Was that a real picture where you were really fat?
That was a real picture when I was really fat.
No way. I thought that was photoshopped. I don't know what's real anymore.
What, the hot dog one?
No, there was one where you had this really fat face.
Oh,
you look like...
yeah. No, I got up to 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought that was fake.
No, that wasn't. Oh, you're talking about that one? No. That one was fake. No, that was fake.
Wait, you have fake photos of yourself too?
This is chaos. What's real?
I like to
too many photos, Baron.
I don't want you to know what's real or what isn't.
You're playing games with us, man.
I keep you guessing. The dog's
Snake,
not
we've
real.
seen a photo of you.
Yeah, I've done video calls with people. If people ask and I trust them,
we saw your eye. We've seen your hands and your feet, but I don't think I've never seen
on public Twitter. I don't trust half the wackos on public Twitter. There's some weird dudes there, some creepy people.
Can I tell Max the video I saw of you?
Sure, I don't even know what it is.
You and your son?
Is this on public Twitter? Or is
Tell me.
this
No. He shared
got a whole secret DM world.
I saw a video. I saw a video of Snake and his son. Can I tell him the story?
Oh, the violence?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah, no. That's a legal case. No.
Oh, we can't talk about that.
We can't talk about
that. There's a gag order on that.
It was a good moment. It was a good father-son bonding moment.
It was a beautiful bonding fucking father-son moment that I got to see between Snake and his son. Let me just say that.
But
and this was in DMs?
Yeah.
Oh, Snake's DMing videos to other people. But let's see, you got a whole DM world, Snake. Don't even. You go, oh, you don't think. It's not as much as you think. I think it's more.
A, it's not. And B, it's only if it's something I think's funny. That's funny. Well, Baron, was that funny?
Like you and your son were having some exchange. I don't need the details, but.
Hey, it was pretty fucking awesome. Let me just say it was pretty fucking awesome. His man cred went up at least 3 points.
Allegedly.
All
right. Well, Baron,
Snake, I think you should post some more photos of yourself, like when you were younger. And
I don't do that. I don't like that. I don't post anything about myself.
Out with your mates when you were younger, having a brick fight.
Well, to be honest, I don't know where any of those photos are. I think when I got divorced, she must have all the photos because I don't have photos at all from pre-divorce. What are you going to do? It's all gone.
Is this going to be a 2-part episode?
No. But I'm interested to get a review of the summer RV of love. So maybe in 6 months we revisit.
We'll do a follow-up after the summer of love.
I want to have one June 29th where you're like, she's fucking driving me nuts. I don't know what to do.
I don't like the way she chews.
Well, I did
go to a bus station.
I traveled with a girl 2 months ago. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 2 years ago. This girl traveled with me for about 2 months.
And I'm checking the missing reports.
Yeah?
Missing reports. I actually haven't heard from her in a while, so she could be missing.
I don't think anybody has.
Right. But I wasn't sure about that. Like that one, I was like, oh, fuck, what did I do? Like, did I fuck up? Like, oh my God, is she going to drive me fucking crazy? She didn't. Like, this was a girl who never annoyed me. Like, she was cool. Like, she was like, all right, we always got along. She didn't annoy me. But she was dumb as a box of rocks. Like, I'm constantly, like, cracking jokes. I'm fucking, whatever, sarcastic. And she would just be like, that's not funny. Like, she wouldn't see that I was joking.
Ooh.
And I was just like, I'm joking.
How could you not see that before you went away for that?
She just got, like, fucking even, like, weirder. Like, she started, like, she's, like, talking about fucking crystals and fucking galactic forces.
Baron, you're a bad judge of character.
Yeah.
Well, the character is not what I'm judging. It's the other part. It's the rest of it that I'm judging.
The body.
You don't. Yeah, look, you don't.
You're shallow. You're just shallow then.
You gotta. Yes, absolutely. There's a price that you have to pay. There's a price that you have to pay for good-looking women. There's a balance. There's a price you have to pay, and I paid that price for a while. I'm kind of done paying that. With those types.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll review this in a few months. June 29th, gentlemen, put in your calendars. Max's call it.
Mark it in. Make sure Sark has your alibi, Baron.
We might have to get Sark involved and do a bit of research on this. Do a deep dive.
Or I will produce the tweets.
No, I don't care about that one. For the next.
Yeah, we care about the murder trial.
For the murder trial, it'd be like, Sark saw me. I was here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'll tell you what, Max, though, if there is a murder, we could write a book.
Or just another season of Yellowstone.
Exactly. All right, thanks, gentlemen. We've gone long, but fuck off.
Arrivederci.
It's been fun, boys.
Good luck.